All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. That's right. John Anderson, your host and founder of Stolen, is ready to kick some fraud advocate and pedophile ass. I've been doing this since 2009 and holding strong. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before I start this video, I just want to make sure that there's a bunch of people joining on board with this video because this is going to be a real good live segment here where I expose fraud advocates that are hiding behind the advocacy name. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. It doesn't get any better than this. Exposing people like Francesca Banfield, Sandy Giesbrig, Rudy Orr, and Richard Provost, all these other butt puppet clowns. So before I start, I want you to start inviting these fraud advocates into this show. That's right. I want Rudy Orr, Francesca Banfield, and all her minions brought into this live video, ladies and gentlemen. So feel free to invite those pieces of shit. If you're in connection with a convicted pedophile, then hey, invite that faggot fuckhead onto this video immediately. Anyway, here I go. All right, so now for those of you that have already been watching, you already know me. I'm John Anderson, voice actor, and I've been doing a lot of voice acting for a lot of years. And out of that, now I've decided to expand my horizons. Since 2009, I've successfully been exposing sex offenders. Those videos are on YouTube, and now I've been touching base on exposing corruption, child protection, family court, and corrupt lawyers, judges, you name it. Now I'm touching base on fraud advocates. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and we have proof that these advocates, called Punished for Protecting, are not real advocates. As a matter of fact, take into consideration this one gentleman in mind named Rudy Orr. This guy likes to actually pull his pants down while on live videos, claiming that he's an advocate, also pulling his penis out for these women to actually think that he's got a big pecker. Okay, so this in itself kind of proves to us that this guy is not a real advocate. What real advocate really puts out his bright ass on the internet and shows his teeny weeny pecker? Like, who really does that as an advocate? So this in itself, ladies and gentlemen, tells you that this is not a real advocate. All right. Now, furthermore, this gentleman named Rudy Orr is connected to convicted sex offenders. Okay, I've been posting paperwork about an Elizabeth Mason that's on his contacts list, and so on. And it's just getting pretty drastic. Just recently, a few days ago, Sandy Giesbrig was arrested, and she was the partner to Francesca Banfield, Canadian counterpart, who was running the Punished for Protecting in Canada. This lady fucked up. Now, this lady likes to kidnap her kids, and cause havoc and harm. She's been busted for doing so. Now, let's be realistic, ladies and gentlemen. The system is corrupt, but hey, there are some good portions of it. Now, it's very apparent that Rudy Orr has lost any and all contact ever with his children because of the type of mentality that this gentleman puts out. This guy shows that he's a deviant motherfucker. He likes talking about getting screwed in the ass all the time in his live videos. He likes talking about screwing people in the ass. He likes talking about gay innuendos. Okay, so that in itself kind of tells me he's got some experiences with men, and I think those kind of traumatized him a little bit. And Rudy Orr, I just want to go out there and say, you can't keep doing your live videos saying, hey, come on in my live. I'm going to roast you because I'm an advocate. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, Rudy, come on. You're a pathetic piece of shit. And the women that actually watch your shit, I don't know how they even grew up. I'm wondering who the fuck their parents were to even raise these women to watch your shit. Are they that sexually deprived that they have to actually sit on your videos for that long waiting for that moment when you show them your ass or show them your pecker? I bet you. And if they actually get wet between the legs over your shit, man, they have a fucking lack of taste. I'm telling you, man. A lack of taste. So anyway, Francesca Banfield. Now, there's been a lot of people coming forward exposing Francesca Banfield. Now, I want to make this very clear on the reason why they're coming forward. Now, they know that Francesca's busted. They've seen me on multiple videos, one with the police, another one I'm reporting Francesca to the police, and now they're getting this fear into them. Now they're scared that John Anderson is going to expose the entire fucking realm of this piece. And you know what? I am. There is no forgiveness. So these people are messaging me saying, hey, John, can you forgive these people? They called you a pedophile for Francesca. Francesca paid them to say that. They want to come on your show. They want to apologize to you, John Anderson. But you know what I said? I said, fuck you. No. There is no apology for that. When you go out and you call somebody a sex offender that exposes sex offenders and successfully since 2009, what you've just done is you have allowed yourself to become a pro-pedophile. Willingly or not, that's what you've allowed yourself to become by doing that act of calling an innocent man a pedophile, whom, again, exposes sex offenders successfully since 2009. So, there is no forgiveness, okay? Because you guys are exposed as frauds and calling me shit like that, I am not going to forgive you for that. You guys are still frauds. That's a fact. You're still involved with the frauds, and you chose to be even after being displayed the evidence and proof. Okay, so that in itself proves that you false advocates who are claiming to be advocates are not in the right state of mind to even be advocates. All right. What needs to happen is we need a new something to happen where you can't be an advocate until you get a type of certificate to be an advocate. We can't just allow these brain dead individuals to jump on Facebook, slap on a fucking PayPal account. Hey, I got a fan page. I've created a name. Hey, I'm an advocate. Give me your court case files. Hey, these people are psychopaths, but hey, they're looking at all your court cases. Did you know you're giving your files, your court cases to a fucking psychopath? Do you know that? A fraud. Who's going to use your case files as means of trying to get donations? Look, I'm helping this person when they're not really helping you. I'm helping this person. Hey, buy my book. Take my fraud classes that don't do shit. Okay, that aren't even legitimate. All right? Hey, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Amen, they like to say. Okay, they like playing the God card. And then, hey, Francesca Banfield was just caught behind the scenes calling a bunch of people white trash. F this, F that. And then, hey, on her wall, she's going public saying, hey, praise the Lord, God bless. We are so innocent. We've done nothing wrong. My name is Francesca Banfield. Buy my book. You know, the one quote that really stuck to me, that really bothered me about this woman is when she says, hey, if you lost your family court case, she says, it's because you didn't buy her book. What fucking advocate's going to make that statement or that bold claim? Hold on a second while I have a smoke of my marijuana. Gets a little bit intense. All right. So Rudy Orr, he might be drinking beer on his little Facebook Live videos, but hey, I smoke a little bit of weed. These people like to attack me because I'm prescribed medical marijuana, calling me a drug addict because I have PTSD, okay, and emphysema. So, and they call me a drug addict, and they call me a fucking pedophile, all this shit. So in the end, these people aren't real advocates. And now, just recently, this woman named Raquel just was on a live video. She does some blog talk radio. She just did a live video with Rudy Orr. And like I said, Rudy Orr is in connection with Francesca Banfield. Yeah, he's in direct connection with Elizabeth Mason, who I've put up the evidence about her pedophilia. And so now what she just did is go on a live video with Rudy Orr. Now, what she doesn't really see as, a blog talk radio host, supposedly, is that she just supported him. She supports the connections that he has. All right? That is some sick shit. And this lady's going out doing his blog radio shows saying, hey, we're fighting against corruption. We're fighting against child protection, blah, 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 blah. But little does everybody know the types of connection that these sick fucks are involved in. All right? We're talking about convicted sex offender John Astor, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of you already know who John Astor is. John Astor is from Australia. He's all over the internet with his fake AXJ organization, which he calls Actions for Justice. Now, this gentleman pled guilty to downloading over 15,000 images of child pornography. The evidence is all over YouTube. The evidence is all over the internet. All right. Now, who exposed him was Pete Geary of Bikers United Against Child Abuse. I got to know Pete Geary, became really good friends with this gentleman. And then I myself started a Bikers United Against Child Abuse in Canada because of the work me and him did together in partnering up and exposing pedophile John Astor. Now, John Astor still likes to start up these organizations and such and get involved, gets his hands dirty with people like Francesca Banfield, Rudy Orr, Stephen Provost, Stephen Ball, or Richard Provost, and Stephen Ball. Okay, all these types of people. Lou Roderick and Ted Fogg, Jay Moss, Tracy Ross, okay, Jim Mims. All these names plus that I'm telling you right now are in connection with these people. Okay, with sex offenders, with other frauds, and they too themselves are frauds. So you got to take 2 steps back and you got to look at the situation and say, well, holy shit. 80% to 90% of these advocates that are on here trying to say that they can save your family court case are fucking frauds, okay? And the names that I've been collecting and listing with about 30, 35 other people that have been joined in helping create this list called the Dark List, pay attention to this list. More names are being added every week as we dig and we seek to find out who is who in the Facebook and social media pedo-supportive zoo. All right, it's getting pretty sick, ladies and gentlemen. These fuckheads, like even Rudy Orr, he's doing his public. Okay, for all you women out there that are watching Rudy Orr, you're all praising him. Oh, Rudy Orr, yes, you're so sexy, you're so hot. Are you fucking serious? You really think that guy's sexy? Fuck, man, you need glasses. Here, take these, because I swear you fucking women need this shit. Because if you think Rudy Orr is sexy, were you born in a fucking barn? Or were you born from some fucking chemical ooze down in the sewers with like Donatello and Leonardo, these fucking mutant ninja turtles? Right? Because you must have some serious fucked up eye vision. If you think that shit is sexy, holy shit. No wonder your parents kicked you out of the house, and no wonder you got some fucking issues trying to get back with your kids, because if you think that shit's normal and you think that shit's sexy, there's a reason why you don't have your kids. All right? If you think that his behavior on a public video showing his penis and showing his naked ass like that on a public video that children can easily come across, and you women support that shit, there's a reason why you don't have your kids now. And that tells me that by you not having your children right now, that means that your children are way better off where they are right now than being in your fucking care. If you think that shit is appropriate, and you're claiming to be an advocate at the same time as thinking that shit's appropriate, you are a shame to society. Hell, fuck, you're a shame to humanity. All right? You are in no way an advocate. There's just no possible way you're an advocate. You are frauds. You are perverted frauds, and that's all you do. You sit there, show your naked body, and what the fuck does that do, Rudy Orr? You think you're going to get famous because you showed a fucking ass that looks like fucking Aunt Jemima's fucking camel toe? Are you serious? Holy shit, Rudy, I'm wondering, why do your kids not want to talk to you, Rudy? Tell the truth to your viewers, Rudy. Why do your kids not want to talk to you? Why does your ex fucking hate you so much? What did you do? And it's so funny how you can call me a racist, but Rudy, you're the one who is involved in white supremacist activities. And here you are calling me a fucking racist? That is the most ironic thing. So these advocates, ladies and gentlemen, when you go out there and you're looking for an advocate, right, these are the types of people you do not want to give your cases to. All right? Punished for protecting, that's a fraud. All right? All these other foundation shit, do not trust nothing. Okay? I'm starting to feel out a lot of these advocacies, and I'm doing this. I'm going out of my way, starting to feel these out, see if they're even legitimate. Proof. I want these advocates to start posting on their websites, their pages, their groups, in demand. Where are your donations going? How much are you getting? And we want proof. Post this shit. We want to see receipts of everything that you're using, every dollar in donations for, okay? If you can't provide the proof, and you're giving me some fucking excuse that you can't provide the proof, then you know what? You're getting your ass shut down. You're getting your ass exposed and shut down. Because think about it, Rudy and all you P4P pieces of shit, all you frauds laughed and laughed and laughed and called me a pedo, asked me how I liked sucking my perpetrator's dick and all this stuff when I was a kid. You people are so sick to even say that shit. Kathy Mayers was trying to ask me how I enjoyed being molested. She asked me how I enjoyed sucking on my molester's penis. She asked me how I enjoyed having it in my ass. And this is a woman that's helping Francesca, who herself is connected to pedophiles. So no wonder they're saying the things that they say. Look who they're involved with. So of course they're going to talk about these sexual deviant acts and pedophilia acts and making fun of victims of sexual offenses because they're involved with pedophiles. Do you not see the pattern, ladies and gentlemen? A real advocate isn't going to make fun of a victim of sexual abuse. A real advocate isn't going to make fun of somebody who exposes sex offenders successfully since 2009. All right? Do you see where I'm going with this point? These facts that I'm laying out. Previous videos I've already showed have me reporting these people to the police. Another video has me with an officer in the room while I'm bitching and complaining about the shit that they do. I'm telling the police about their involvement with these convicted sex offenders. So come on. Out of these two sides, are you going to believe these fucking idiots or the one who's providing the proof and evidence? The one who actually goes to the police and says the shit, the facts, to the police. Hey, I got an image to uphold. I've got a name to hold. Okay, so I am not going to be telling bullshit to a cop in a live video and ruin my fucking name. Like, come on. Who is going to be that stupid? I'm not an inbreed like Rudy Orr, who lives out of a truck, covered in inbred tattoos, all right, who's got to utilize the Batman symbol as a tattoo to try to get women to like me. Yeah. It's getting pathetic. These advocates, these groups, and so on, they're starting to spread, and they're spreading too quickly and like a fucking batch of wildfire. If you don't piss on these pieces of shit and put these fuckers out right away, they are going to damage each and every family that comes to them for support and help. So are you willing to actually step in and do something about this? I am, and that's why I'm doing this video for you all today. I'm willing to do something. I'm willing to put my name out there. I'm not going to wear a Fox mask or an anonymous mask. All right? I'm not going to be something so stupid. I'm putting my face out here. So if any of these people that are named in the dark list and named in any of these live videos that I produce, calling all of you out for the facts that I have presented, I suggest that you call a lawyer and you get them to contact me as soon as possible. But even though you contact a lawyer and you even get a court order, none of that shit will ever be removed. I will guarantee you that much. Like I said, for all you idiot inbred pieces of shit and fraud advocates and pedophiles out there, I have never lost. And I don't intend to. So when it comes down to it, you guys are all laughing, saying, hey, John Anderson doesn't know who he's fucking with. It's the other way around, more like it. You don't know exactly who you just fucked with. All right? I'm a guy that goes out there, putting myself out, exposing sex offenders like Tim Newman, John Astor. Hell, that show that I did with the victim of that sexual abuse, I go and I expose the abuser after the show with her, and he's admitting to molesting her for 10 years to my face. And then these fraud advocates come on and they start trying to discredit the guy that exposed these sex offenders. So these fraud advocates like Rudy Orr and everybody else just helped these pedophiles by trying to discredit the guy who's exposed them. So the fact of that matter is what they've just done is become a pro-pedo individual. Willingly or not, they decided to take on the role of being a pro-pedo just to damage somebody else who exposes sex offenders. Now, is that something as a civil society we should take? Should we just allow this shit to continue? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing all we can to fight against bullying against children, bullying against the workplace, bullying online, because, ladies and gentlemen, it happens to both adults as well as children. So how are we putting an end to it when we're allowing it to continue? Or when these other psychopaths are joining in with the next psychopath who started a fraud organization or a fraud fan page. Is this what we need? Because what this is telling me right now is, A, it's ruining the name of advocacy. And it's something really tells me I'm seeing a bit of a pattern here. What seems like these fuckers are paid big dollars to actually try and ruin the advocacy name by ruining cases. Saying they're trying to help families and then just fucking their cases over, like Francesca Banfield has already proven to do. She's ruined cases. She hasn't won shit, right? One guy can't even see his kids anymore, ever, because of her. walking into the courtroom, threatening the judge, threatening the lawyers, and the judge just laughed, and the dad lost his case. Like, what the fuck? And then here, friends say, buy my book. I spend day and day and day, every day. I stay up all night helping people because that's all I do. These white fucking trash pieces of shit. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got that recording, Francesca, how you called all of us white trash pieces of shit. Right? And now we got Sandy. Sandy Giesberg. This fucking woman was Francesca's right-hand woman. And now she's in jail again. Because, hey, guess what? Do you remember when Francesca tried to say I was impersonating a police officer? Rudy Orr was trying to say I was impersonating a police officer. Because, hey, I'm an actor. I wore a SWAT tactical vest and tactical uniform on a video once, okay? Right away, these idiot fraud advocates are trying to say, hey, he's impersonating a police officer. Man, fuck. Okay, no. Now, Francesca's right-hand woman just went to jail for impersonating a police officer. For real. So these people that were making fun of me trying to say I was impersonating a police officer, well, now, hey, guess what? Now your fucking partner just went to jail for impersonating a police officer. Hey, anybody watching this video, you can look it up right now. Okay, Sandy Giesberg in Winnipeg, Manitoba, just went to jail days ago for impersonating a police. Now, she's the same lady that kidnapped her kids from the dad. Okay, from the dad. This is a woman that doesn't know how to work out shit, okay? Just to go and kidnap your kids and take them from the dad like that is some psychopathic shit. Okay, whatever happened of us parents trying to fight for 50-50? Now, this woman is the total opposite of that. When she goes and she takes her kids like that, how the fuck is that trying to work out on 50-50? Shared parenting? Because I believe in that. I think that that's what should be worked out amongst every parent that doesn't get along is 50-50. Unless you're fucked up like Sandy Giesberg, then you shouldn't see your kids at all. Or like Rudy Orr, who shouldn't see your kids at all. Hey, they can't see their kids again, all right? Rudy Orr is never going to see his kids again. You know why? Because watch his videos. Watch Rudy Orr's live videos. Look at his body language. Look at the things he says. Look at the things he talks about. Okay, the guy can't even fucking read. Okay, you can't even say Kelowna. He's like Kelowna, Kelowna. Like, fuck, man. Are you serious? And you're going to go on your videos trying to make fun of the smart guy who's got an education? Who is a successful actor? Holy shit, who's proven to expose sex offenders since 2009 and with Bikers United Against Child Abuse in Australia. Who's been on the news, who's been on CBC, all right? Who's also just been on the news 2 years ago because my daughter saved my life. And these women that are watching Rudy Orr's videos still fucking just bow down to him like he's some fucking god. No wonder they have the problems that they have in their life today. Look at who they follow. Look at who they actually choose to worship. It's getting disgusting. To show his penis on a public video, knowing that children could come across this shit. And then women still support that, and they're claiming to be advocates and have blog talk radios. Thinking that that's cool. Hey, it's okay. Rudy Orr's doing a live video. It's okay if a kid comes across it. Hey, Rudy, you're so sexy. Ooh, I'd like to get down on that. Oh, yes. Whoa. Yeah, I know. I know I do a good gay impression pretty fucking good, don't I? So anyway, I'm going to go back. I'm going to look around here. I'm going to start checking out some of these comments. All right, so, hey, Rudy Orr, you know what? If you're watching this video right now, I dare you to come on my live video. You're always saying you're calling me out and all this stuff, trying to make yourself look good. But hey, buddy, the truth is you are a coward. You are a person that chokes your ex-woman, okay, in front of these kids, and that's the reason why you're never going to see them again. Those children are saved. Those children are now in a safe place. They're not near you, Rudy Orr, okay? Those kids are in heaven compared to where they would be, all right, which is in your care. Where are your kids going to stay, Rudy? If you got your kids, Rudy, where would they stay? Are you going to build them 2 bedrooms in the box of that shitty truck you live in? Is that it? And are you going to put a curtain up on the back window of the truck so that when you pull your pecker out in your live videos, your kids don't see that shit? That's the reason why you don't have your kids, Rudy. pulling your pecker out on a public video, these women better understand that you yourself are the reason why you don't have your kids. It's not due to corruption. It's due to the person and personality that you are, Rudy Orr. And Francesca, you're about to lose your kid. All right? I'm telling you, you are. Thomas Bojo, that's another thing. You are the fucking prime example of why we need child protection, Mrs. Bojo, the fucking clown. Okay? And if anybody's seen this video of this Bojo woman, she's like, I don't know, okay? She's like Rosie O'Donnell on fucking heroin, okay? Jumping around like fucking Tigger with her tits bouncing, right? And that's some serious shit. Another woman that's saying that she's an advocate. Kathy Mayers, another one. She had neglected her kids so bad. We see the documents, okay? She neglected her kids so bad. She was given an ultimatum to leave her abusive husband and get her kids back. She chose to stay with him, okay? She chose to stay with him and let the kids go. Kathy Mayers, can you believe that? And this is again another woman that's trying to say that her children were taken due to corruption and all this shit. Okay, and this is the same lady that was making fun of me for being sexually abused. Now you see why she doesn't have her kids. You see why these advocates, these fraud advocates don't have their kids. It's because of who they are as an individual, as that soul, as that spirit. The best thing that they can do for their children is to stay the fuck out of their kids' lives. That is the best thing. All right? So for all you, Francesca, give your kid to somebody that cares for your kid. Because you in no way should even have that child. The amount of live videos that you do neglecting your child, and we've copied these videos, even where you are using your own kid in your live videos. Not only to promote your fucking lies and bullshit to make $1, but you're using him as a shield. Your own kid is a shield. Thinking that no one's going to attack this live video if I put my kid in it. You are sick. You are not an advocate. You people are frauds. You people are connected to convicted sex offenders that I've exposed since 2009. The amazing web that you guys are involved in. And you guys want to attack me when I call you out. I'm the one with the police exposing this shit. And you still laugh like it's fucking okay that you're risking children being involved with these connections. Being involved with these convicted sex offenders. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been exposing sex offenders since 2009. I'm going to tell you right now. Don't think that sex offenders don't get allowed use of the fucking internet, because that is a fucking wives' tale. All right? Over 70% of sex offenders that are caught just molesting a child without using the internet get use of the internet. Okay? Most of them get banned off the internet if it has child porn to do with the internet, okay? But if they molest a kid, guess what? Most of these pieces of shit are still allowed use of the internet. John Astor pled guilty. He pled guilty to 15,000 images of child pornography. The proof is everywhere. I phoned the Australian police myself 9 years ago, recorded the conversation where the police even admits it. Court transcripts admit it. Okay? Now I'm sure Bikers United Against Child Abuse Australia, Pete Gary, he is not going to lie, risk his organization's name. And John Astor, we have him recorded as well, admitting to pleading guilty. Now this is who Francesca Amato Banfield is involved with. This is who Rudy Orr has been involved in. They can deny it all they want. They may not be involved with John Astor now, but they were. And that's the fact that I'm exposing. That these fraud advocates take unnecessary risks, getting involved with people, proving that they lack professional, and I mean professional investigative skills. Because getting involved with just anybody and everybody on the social media sites is causing a risk to those innocent contacts that you have as contacts that also have children, that may or may not be fighting for their children. And you, by accepting just anybody onto your friends list or just supporting a fraud advocate that you didn't take the time to investigate to see if it was a fraud advocate, you risked your own case, you risked your own children, and you risked everybody else that's on your contacts list because of your stupidity. So if you're that stupid and you're fighting to try to get your kids back, Should you really, really have your kids if you take such drastic risks? Should you really be fighting for your kids if you're that stupid to risk your contacts and contacts children and your own children in your own case like that? Should you really have your kids? Should you really be fighting? Or are you just angry? Angry because they actually called you out, that the system actually called you out as being the abuser that you truly are. And then you're screaming corruption, corruption, corruption when you are the abuser. Think about that for a minute. Because come on, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of abusers out there claiming corruption. I've seen it. I've been doing this for way too long for you pieces of shit to try to pull the wool over my eyes. All right? Yes, there is corruption. You know, yes, they do sell kids. Yes, our kids are cash cow, according to the family court. But you know what? It goes both ways. There are fraud advocates, and they are high in numbers, that it's going to be a needle in a haystack to find a genuine advocate to help you and your case out. The rule is, don't give any money to anybody asking for donations who's claiming to be an advocate. Never, ever give money. Never give them permission to use you or your story or your case in any book that they say that they're writing. Best of all, don't sign shit. If you're not going to sign any documents with child protection, which is the biggest tip of all, why the fuck are you going to sign a contract with a psychopath claiming to be an advocate? Are you that dumb? So if you do that, I'm surprised to see you fighting for your kids. Because if you're that stupid, I'm going to tell you right now, stop. Stop. You're too stupid to have your kids. Stop. You're too stupid that when you do get your kids, you are the biggest fucking risks in sliced bread. So why? Why are you going to keep risking them like that? Why? Are you that stupid? This lady that just did a show with Rudy Orr just supported him by doing such. Having him on her own show just supported him. And by doing that, she just supported convicted sex offenders. This lady's saying she's all against the corruption, all against exposing the corruption, doing a blog talk radio about it. And guess what? She supported Rudy Orr by having him on. She sees the evidence. She sees the proof. She can see what kind of mentality and behavior he presents with public videos, bringing his penis out. We're kids, scrolling down all the live videos. Because anybody can. You look on the left panel, you click on live videos, anybody, kids and adults, can scroll through all those live videos. That's right. Because they're all public. Rudy Orr's video was public. He brought out his penis. He's showing his body parts. Kids can come across this shit. So by him doing that, knowing that children can come across these videos, wouldn't that constitute as a pedophile act? If I know that children can be watching my video right now, for example, and I stand up and I put my penis on this video, knowing that a child can come across my live video, wouldn't that be the choice of someone who's a pro pedophile? Or someone who has sexual deviancies? Or someone who is indeed a pedophile who doesn't give a fuck if a kid comes across it? That's what Rudy Orr just did. And he's done it not just once, not just twice, not just 5 fucking times. This guy has presented that he is a pro pedophile. And so has the lady that he had on his fucking live video. Anybody that supports these fraud advocates that are already proven to be in connection with convicted sex offenders is and will be exposed as a pro-pedophile individual who is supporting fraud advocates connected to pedophiles. Those are facts that I get to present, and not a single lawyer or police officer can ever have that removed, because the fact is that you were involved. And I get to expose that because it is fact. So if you want your name to stay clean and stay clear, I suggest that you do what is fucking smart and you leave these pieces of shit immediately. Because if you truly think that you have control and power over me, you're seriously mistaken. And like I said to Rudy Orr and Francesca Banfield and Sandy Giesbrick, I never lose. And I don't. Now you're fucking with smarts. You're fucking with such strong intellect that I would suggest that the next fucking live video you do, Rudy Orr, Francesca Banfield, better be some fucking Mark Twain shit. Because it's definitely getting chiseled on your fucking tombstones. So just remember that. As a little bit of advice from your friendly host, John Anderson. All right? Now, hey, make sure it is some Mark Twain shit.
Welcome to Stolen, strength together over legal empowerment now. Your host, John Anderson, is back with new shows, rants, special guests, and much, much more. Exposing corruption while giving the people an outlet to have their say on any and all corruption experiences they may have encountered in life. Please feel free to subscribe and share our shows in hopes of helping others know there still is and always will be hope. Join the club at www.stolen.club.